Hopefully towards the positive.
I would say it's
It's changed, I mean, really significant over the last few years. And I think this year it really kind of took off. I think the restructure of our having teams now, where before we didn't have teams, was kind of like the foundation and the built-in time in our school day, where now we, every day, like we have a consistent time that we meet, and you know, that we've never had that before. So just the teams and the structure of our school day has been tremendous. So
I'm going to stay on that for a second because I know a lot of schools that have dedicated time. Doesn't necessarily mean they're effective and efficient. So what else is happening? I mean, that helps, but
The time that we spend together in the morning is very structured, and it starts with Nicole sending an email on Sunday so we know what each day is dedicated for. So you show up prepared, ready to work. There's a lot of things that you get emails for, do this, do that, and we do everything together. So every time I get an email, I'm like, well, I know we're gonna get that covered together as a team during PLC. And it's relieved a lot of stress, quite honestly.
we have very clear norms that we follow, that we're, you know, this team has been great with being consistent with that. We each have a different role. I think we all know the importance, you know, we work off each other's strengths, and we all bring something different to the team, which maybe in September we weren't comfortable sharing that, but we have had some really great conversations, some tough conversations, and we just always try to keep the students at the forefront of what we're doing. And if we're making decisions that's going to be best for the students, then sometimes that means we, you know, have to have those tough conversations.
so what advice or thoughts would you give? Because you teach science, you teach math, you teach English. You don't teach the same stuff. How could you possibly come together and collaborate, even if it's the same kids? What are some ways that have empowered you, even though you're not sharing the same curriculum?
I think definitely having that set aside time, and then our roles that we established in the beginning, being able to come with that sense of ownership, and this is what I bring. You know, we all have a role in that, and it creates that sense of belonging, and you know, everybody's invested in that way, is really important. I know I feel that way.
Yeah, definitely. And sharing the students is huge. Like, if it's not just your problem if one student is struggling, it's everybody's problem.
Right, and leaning on each other's strengths with that as well. This one student's struggling in this room, and as we transition to the next room, it's like a fresh start for that student, and they're able to get the strengths of that other teacher as well, or one of us that's in the room, so it's really nice.
And always going back to just our students, you know, that is something that we kind of did emphasize a lot in the beginning of the year, where before it was like, oh, well, my third graders, but no, it's not my third graders, it's, you know, our students.
So I watched this morning, you debriefed